Central SkyTrain station.
I think we are live. I think we are live. Yeah, we are live. Very, very nice. Alright, let's grab that share icon. And we're gonna get started. Just give me a minute, folks. There we go. Awesome. Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. We're over at West Broadway, or actually no, this is East Broadway and the Kingsway. Yeah, that's where we are right now. So anyways, let's head on out. Check out what Vancouver's like today. I was thinking of heading on over to the Granville market, so we'll meander our way down there and see if we get over there, or see if we go somewhere else. So come on, let's head on out right now. So we'll stroll in this direction. And we are over here at Main Street and West Broadway. And we'll cross the strip here. Hey, nice to see you. Seeing some local Vancouverites in the neighborhood. It's good to see. We'll keep strolling here. Over here, this is where you catch a number 3 bus. And we're currently on Main Street. Just strolling along Main Street here. Over here you can see different types of bars and stuff like that. Okay. So this is the pleasant, or pleasant, the pleasant. Yeah, keep walking here.
And then obviously going into the
Just passing 8th Dimension Comics, and then over here is one of the local art supply shops too. It's an eclectic little strip here on Main Street. Just outside of the South Main neighborhood, but part of the Mount Pleasant neighborhood. And we'll cross the street here. And if you get caught out like this, you just finish her off. Just keep going. I'm just going to stop here for a sec. And just check some settings here for you folks. Cool. And we'll keep walking here along Main Street. Heard there might be something going on at the old City Center Motor Hotel. So let's head on over there. And this would be the intersection of East 7th and Main. And of course, this is where the Kingsway merges with Main Street. That would be the Kingsway on the left-hand side of the screen. It's like it's our turn, so we'll cross. Okay, looks like all of that is in order. That's good to see. Just checking some different settings here. I'll keep walking. It does look like there's something going on. I heard it was a Filipino focused festival. It's going to be really small based on the space it's in. Not sure if we'll be able to get in or not. But yeah, there's several booths down here. Looks like they got this spot over here fenced off. There's a lot of people over here grabbing some food. Hey Kevin, nice to see you. Oh yeah, they got a whole little gated area on over here. Oh, this is cool. Again, this is more of a private event, so we'll see if we can get in. But definitely down here at the old City Center Motor Hotel, which is actually an arts building now. Kamayan Festival. Oh, cool. Awesome, look at this. Oh yeah, there's like a main stage and everything. Let's just do a loop through the area. We'll head on over to Granville Island after this. Making our way through. You can get drinks. Nice to see you. Awesome. There's different vendors here. This is awesome. Come on down. This is on right now. It's on for a few more hours.
I made it to the last song of my set. I'm sweaty.
Yeah, look at this stuff. That is so cool. Hey, nice to see you. Good stuff. If you like this stuff, come on down, support them. I'm sure they would enjoy your support. Look at that. And that right here, this is baked goods. We got like an adobo roll. Wow. That's cool. There's their logo right on over there. And then over here, it looks like they're selling some adobo pan sliders. Oh, that looks so good. I'm not gonna get in there. They're serving those things. Those might be the samples. The sliders are only $5. Everything down here is only $5. That's cool for that shop. Beautiful.
You got me feeling like I don't want to change. It's gonna take a little too much time coming down from the sky. I said it takes a little too much time coming down from the sky. Yeah. What you doing? What you saying? Wanna chill? What's new? What's good? How you feel? I've been thinking probably a little too much, cause I'm scared of all the things it might reveal. Like that feeling in my chest when we reconnect. And when I think it's too good and then it's really late. How I wanna get close and then dissociate, because I hate to push you away and lose my best friend. Well, that's that, I guess. I'm scared to love too deep, too light. But I don't wanna fall, no. I just wanna grow stronger. So if you wanna grow too, I think there's many things that we can go through. I know you, and hopefully you know me too. Enough to know it's unconditional, but I've been getting kinda too way to you. You got me feeling like I don't want to change. It's gonna take a little too much time going on my side. I said it takes a little too much time coming on my side. What you say?
There's so much more to this. Let's go listen to her a little more. She's awesome.
Honestly, I wanna be safe to love and safe to leave. Taking the space to breathe without a fear that I might be mistakenly read. I wanna lay here in bed, but you are alone up in my zone, so I leave you on red and know that you won't get offended. I like the way we type and keep it open-ended. Mutual freedom, but I hide like you it. Or sending past old stories and fears, making amends, and now we're here. And I really wanna let you know you're made of gold, and expressing things to you is sometimes difficult. So I figured I could sing it out and let it go. I guess that now you know that I'll be getting kinda too way to you. You got me feeling like I don't want to change. It's gonna take a little too much time coming down from the sky. I said it takes a little too much time coming down from the sky. I said it takes a little too much time coming down from the sky. Yeah. I said it takes a little too much time coming down from this sky, this sky.
Oh, wow. She's awesome. Let's check out the rest of this.
Thank all of you so much. Such an honor, a blessing.
This is what this space is for right here. They got security here too. That's good to see.
Love you all so much. And I'm really excited for that.
And then in here they have a whole bunch of different artist shops and places. And see right here they're selling some ceramics over at Kate Mitten Ceramics. And then different shops and stores in here. And let's check out the rest of this right now. This is when they have street festivals going on. Looks like they got some cool ice cream actually made in Vancouver, handcrafted. That's cool. Lavish liquids, hydrating everyone. The cocktail menu and bars. This is a drink permitted space here. And then just more vendors in the area. Look at these guys selling their signs right here. Ah! Come on down. Check that out. And it looks like there's a thrift store right off out of there. This is awesome. Look at this. They're selling crystals down here. Wow. And more. Baked goods. So anything like, artistic, whether it be, more along the lines of restaurants and artistic and food and all that type of stuff. Okay. All the way to, even just getting some jiving clothes. Very, very awesome. Very, very cool to see. Look at the people down here and the wonderful artwork that's in the area. So come on down here if you're in the area over here at the old Coach Motor Hotel. Oh wow, she's got like comic books and stickers. Look at this lineup over here. What is this lineup for? It looks like there's a sign for Papayanga's cuisine. This is probably pretty good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this, look at this. We're not gonna butt in line, but look at that. They got a spread down here, so this is why this line's on over here. Okay, and this is part of Papayanga's cuisine. They've been around since 2018 right there. Look at this lineup right here. This lineup is just for this. Stand right here, come on down. Wow. Wow. I'll keep walking here. Good to see you, Kevin, on the stream. Oh, looks like they got more food trucks on over here. This is definitely a jive. Come on down if you are in the neighborhood. This is 6th Street on over here. Or it's 6th and Main. There's Shameless Buns. They got their brick and mortar just on Fraser Street at Fraser and 41st. And then on over here, it looks like your local drink stand here as well. Some more of that right there. So we'll check the other side. Whoa, wow, look at all the people out here just chowing down. More seating over here for food and stuff like that. Over here, they're selling candles and paper goods. And it looks like more grub on over here. Very cool, very, very cool. It's like barbecue skewers and noodles. Oh, so good. And there's more mixes of different types of stuff here. You know, you got your restaurants mixed right in here with your vendors that are selling, you know, the wares that you would take home with you, the cards, the boards, the arctics, the supplies, the clothes, whatever. Very cool. Hey, Kevin, nice to see you. Kevin's here, as well as Rusty Cray. Rusty's asking, hey, what city is this? This is Vancouver. We're in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And we're at the Kamayan Festival right now, which is down here at the Arts Building, the Center Arts Building. Down here. It is a Philippines-focused festival. So a lot of people from the Filipino community are here, but yeah. There's more than just a Filipino community. I'm not on my own here. There's people from all different backgrounds here. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, you've come down. You've gotten a little taste of it. I'm going to leave the rest for you guys to come on down and explore it yourself. There's plenty to do here. You can spend the afternoon here. Yeah, Canada. This is the Central City Arts Lodge right on over here. And this whole facility is the Arts Lodge right on over here. There's a sprayer over here. I got to work through it. Look at this. They have more vendors on over here. Let's just dip down. Take one more quick peek for you. Yeah, just like, and then there's more artists that are playing right now. Right now we're gonna head on out. I did have a destination that I wanted to head on to. Of course, no alcohol beyond this point if you are drinking. On over at the event. It is a licensed event. That is private land there. And they're opening the event up to the public today. I just pointed to my camera and she just nodded me through. She was like, yeah, there's plenty of you folks in there. Rusty's down in Long Island, New York. Yeah? That's cool. Yeah, and I'm all the way over on Canada's west coast. In our big city on the west coast, which is actually smaller than all the other big cities. Tiny in comparison. So I'll head on down this way on over here. We're not worried about anybody else crossing against the lights. I know on some channels, there's some people who will criticize other folks. Not really into that right now. Sometimes I'll do that if I think it's really dangerous, but really, to be honest with you, I'm just worried about myself. So I'll stop at stoplights for myself. Let's keep going here. Yeah, it was a nice 26 or 27 degrees outside. And that would be Celsius. And there's a slight breeze in the air, and of course you can see that it's sunny. It's quite sunny today, which is great. There is a haze of clouds over the mountains. And that is not smoke from forest fires, just a haze. Just precipitation building up, getting ready to do its regular dump on us over here in Vancouver. We're starting to proceed away from the dry season, where we get just a few rainstorms, to the rainy season. And this is the transition months right now. September, a little more rain. November, a little more than that. And then November, it starts raining. We'll keep walking here along Main Street. We're down at Main Street and East 3rd. That's the street in front of us right now, where that car is currently turning. And we'll keep walking in this direction. And we'll head down East 3rd here. Over here, there's different restaurants and shops. It's like a mixed industrial area for cars as long as cooking too. This is where you're supposed to be able to get different Mexican and Central American types of food stores. It's good to watch where you're stepping over here. Over here is one of your local Nubas. So you'll have like a nice restaurant in here too. Nuba is a nice sit-down restaurant. It's either Mediterranean or Lebanese. I can't remember which one. But you can check it out and let us know in the comments if you're interested in Nuba. You're going to have a Nuba over on West Broadway Street too, over in Kitsilano. But over here, we're in East Vancouver right now, actually, until we get on over to Ontario Street. And right now, up ahead is Quebec. So we're still in East Vancouver right now. And we'll keep walking here. This is Quebec Street that we're coming up on. And we can cross the street. Quiet right now. There is no lights on this street. And we can cross the street too, as long as it's clear. And we'll head on down to East 2nd. Ernest Ice Cream is in front of us there. It is a chain of ice cream shops here in Vancouver, in Metro Vancouver area, which includes the Lower Mainland. It's a very popular chain too. That's why you can see the lineups outside of the shop here. This would be your Mount Pleasant location. Yeah, the line goes right out the door. Look at it. Look at the window here. Look at the number of people inside there. Wow. That's the line there. It's going around the corner. It's busy in there today. People are wanting their ice cream in September. That's around the time some of my family members are like, September is not for ice cream. I'm always down for ice cream if it's a warm day, so it could be December. If it's a warm day outside, which does happen on a rare occasion here in Vancouver in December and January, rare occasion. Normally it's around 5 degrees and raining. Well, when it is warm, yeah, I'll go for ice cream. Over here at the local brew hall, our local microbreweries. We'll keep walking here. It's one place that can get busy at night up ahead of us though. It'll get a little bit more quiet as we're walking through an area that's just undergoing a little bit of transition. Some of these old automotive factories or automotive buildings are starting to get replaced with restaurants and even development proposals for tearing down the body shop and bringing in more housing. This is one of the ones that's actually still active, Big City Auto Body right here. And see, they got the doors open right now, and they're working on a few vehicles right now in the shop. But quickly changing over here, and you can see that with the development of like buildings like right back there. Let's keep walking here. And right now, what we're doing is we're walking on the periphery of the Olympic Village down here in this neck of the woods. The Olympic Village is where the athletes stayed during the 2010 Winter Olympics that were held here in Vancouver. And then after that, they sold off the units or rented them out, and they turned them into residential housing. And of course, below condos and apartments here in Vancouver, usually have different shops and restaurants, so that is in and around the area. Looks like we can cross, so let's cross. Hey John, nice to see you. Rusty's here, Kevin's here, a bunch of other people as well. Good to see you on the stream too. Gets a little quiet around here until the evening time. That's when things start to pick up as people get home, have time to go down from their apartments to the different restaurants in and around the area, definitely an area sought after to live in, and an area that's actually full of Irish people. Large amount of the Irish diaspora lives in the area. This part of the Olympic Village and of Mount Pleasant. And this assortment of shops right here is called the Shops at West. Because we have now crossed Ontario Street and we moved back into the west side of Vancouver. Switching arms. This was one of those days. This is a bright day today too, eh? A lot of sun and a lot of heat. And here's the local nook. You'll find nooks in other parts of Vancouver as well. And we'll cross the street here. From here, we're going to head on down this way. Take us down to Seawall. Over here at Hinge Park. Over here, this building on over here has an excellent set of water features. Beautiful, just environment. Just check it out. Like, look, they got lounge chairs over there, and then they just have some water in different walkways. And then this also translates into where the fountains are, which are right on over there at the private properties. And of course, this is the building right here. Again, part of the Olympic Village. I think that's as far as I can get. Beautiful, beautiful building. That's part of the public path, so you can go up there. You can chill out there too. And just treat it as a public park. Just don't bring any negative vibes. And we're down here at West First Ave. This will be West First Ave and Columbia Street. So many people out here today. This will take you underneath the Cambie Street Bridge. Look at that. Families just enjoying themselves. Great to see. And just people going about their business today, enjoying the day. That's how it's supposed to be. Just a nice, relaxing day to chill out and chill out. That's what I would say. There's doggies with their zoomies on. Zoomies! Someone's sunbathing. And there's this nice elaborate paved path here. with interlocking brick. Takes you over to the tennis courts. Take you across a little water feature here, fed by the ocean. It's pretty quiet. It's best seen once I get to the corner here. Here's where you can see it. Nice little human-created wetland. You can see it on this side too. A little bit better with the light. Pretty cool, eh? And look at those cattails. Those cattails are huge. So the community garden is, as well as the dog park. So if you got a dog, this is one place you can bring your dog. They got a little dog area and a big dog area. It looks like the little dogs wants to play with the big dog. And then there's some picnic tables right on over here too. So you can just come on down. There's plenty of spaces to just chill out and relax on over here. Keep walking here. We had an incident a few days over at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre. Where two people, one person was unalived and another person hand disappeared. We'll say it that way. This is, and then the person was caught on over here. This is Habitat Island here. And see, it's low tide right now, but when it's high tide, the water will come right up to the trail here. So you gotta walk across the rocks at that point in time. And goes the aqua bus right there. Beautiful little spot down here. Definitely worth checking out. We're gonna keep going though. We're heading that way. This is where you can access the Canby Street Bridge. And we're over here on the walking trail right now. Across the street, or across the Falls Creek there, that's Falls Creek. That's the inlet that divides the west side from the, and the east side from the downtown. Not as an inlet from the Pacific Ocean. And then this is part of the walking path that's on over here. And you can see the cycling path right next to it. A lot of people out today just going for a stroll. Very cool. Students are back in town. They have been back for a week now. So this is the start of the new week of them being back in town. That would be the UBC students and the Simon Fraser students, as well as students of all the other universities and colleges in the area. Back in their autumn classes. Some of them took classes all year round, take classes all year round, so they get done a little earlier, but for those that follow the traditional schedule, yeah, they're back now. They disappear for the summertime and part of the spring. Of course, at that point in time, the students get replaced by tourists that are far more numerous in number. Look at that. That does make quite a statement. The stress of the dock. Oh, wow. Not even that. There is a boat down here. There is a mast. Right there in the water. That is not good. I can't see any more than that, but yeah, there's a mast down here in the water. There's the terminus of False Creek there. You can see Science World. And that's the old dock that's there. Just leftover remains. So typical Canadian. Sometimes we'll just abandon things. Actually, we're over here at the Canby Bridge. This would be the Canby Street Bridge.
Like, you can't. He's already kind of set us up.
And you could take right from this dock and head on over to Yaletown right there, across the way. We're gonna keep going this way right now. They don't always stop at the dock if there's no one standing there, so you gotta be standing there. And then they'll come on over if they see you. They come every 3 to 15 minutes, depending on the boats. Or if the van you run off of Granville Island over to the Marine Museum. And being the longest wait. That one's actually really handy. I use that one quite a bit because that gets me from Kitsilano over to Granville, and then you can also, it'll take you on over to Sunset Beach. So you can get downtown real quick from the west side just by crossing this. Right here, False Creek. And of course it's called False Creek because it is part of, because it's not really a creek. It's not even a river though. It is the width of some sections of the French River in Ontario, which is quite a large river. You can see the cyclist side, and of course I'm on the walking side. That's quite the bike there. It's great to see there's options too with cycling. You don't want to cycle with your legs, or you can't cycle with your legs. There's other things you can do. And of course you can see False Creek out here. No shortage of people out and about. Of course Yaletown in the background there. Yaletown being one of the restaurant and entertainment districts within the larger downtown boundaries. So if you go into Google Maps and you type in downtown, Google Maps will of course highlight downtown. Of course it would have to be downtown Vancouver. If you're hovered over like Minneapolis and you type in downtown, you're gonna go see downtown Minneapolis, but just make sure you're hovered over Vancouver. But pretty cool. Hey Jefferson, nice to see you. John's here, Rusty's here, Kevin's here. A few other people are also on the stream right now. Coming in and out. It's good to see you. which is your yacht, Jerome. Unfortunately, I don't have a yacht right now. I do own a canoe though, and it's stored over in Ontario still. I lent it to my dad, who's been using it for fishing. He's quite enjoying it. It's one of those light canoes I had back in the day for guiding. And of course we've taken good care of it. So it's even something my dad can pick up in his old age. He just carries it down to where he wants to go, wherever he parks, and goes and enjoys himself. Him and a few friends. But yeah, no boats over here. Though I do continue to get bombarded with advertisements for Oruka, which is those foldable kayaks that you see. I'm not necessarily pronouncing that company name right, so I apologize for that to the company. But it's those folding kayaks that are very popular over here. And they have orange color in their logo. Very cool, and you actually see them over here quite often. They're like a big old bag. They fold up into a big old bag with a strap you can throw over your shoulder. So like normally they expect you to put it into a car, but most of the time you'll see people also just walking around with them. And of course, this is the Pacific Ocean over here, so they can put it in almost anywhere. And then just go. Yeah, but none of those. I don't know if I'd want one of those either. It comes with like, you have to maintain the boat. It's a lot like the hassles of a car. It's the reason we don't have a car. Then you have to maintain the car. Over here, this is Leg and Boot Square. Down here, you can see a few different businesses down here on the health side. We have physiotherapy and WeWell, and then you can see just people chilling out here. And then this strip on over here, this is actually called Millbank that we're on right now, which is part of the seawall. And then once we get into Charleston Park, up the way, we're actually on the Island Park Walk and the Ironworks Passage. Hey Rodrigo, nice to see you. Yeah, we got Jefferson here, John's here, Rusty's here, Kevin's here, a bunch of other people coming in and out because people got work and other stuff they gotta do. And just chilling out today. Walking along the Seawall Path right now. But we did check out the Kamayan Festival. That's happening over at the Arts Civic Center over around 6th and Main in the old Coach Motor Hotel. That's been now turned into an art center. That's a great little festival. And now heads up, I did have to cut out a chunk of my video yesterday. We had an excellent singer. Go on over and check it out on Go BC. He had an excellent singer down there, and there's one I had to cut out because it was a cover song, and I couldn't just mute the music. I had to cut the whole scene out, probably about a minute. YouTube selected to cut out, so that's unfortunate, but sometimes you got to do that so you can maintain the monetization. So if that happens for this festival that we were just at, now you know why. But hopefully we don't have to do that. She was awesome. She was epic. I just love that. And that's the thing about, like, that was a Filipino festival. It's advertised as a Filipino festival. Okay. Though it is for the local artists as well. And yeah, you gotta admit, oh man, I love it when you get R&B with hip hop and Filipino. That's like a typical Filipino festival. Busy, beautiful music, lots of food, other stuff that you can buy, and just people just hanging out, enjoying themselves. There's David Lamb Park in the background there for you, across the way here on False Creek. And we're walking along the Seawall Path over here. And I believe this is Charleston Park. This should be Charleston Park. We'll see a sign soon. It's right around the corner here. So we'll find out. Should change my arms for a minute there. Yeah, the view is epic. I will admit that, Rodrigo. Oh wow, Rodrigo's saying the view is stunning. Yeah, it definitely is. Here's where the seawall will take you in a little bit further. Yeah, it's Charleston Park. I can see the sign right up there. And the cycling path does go above, so where you see the bicyclists right now, or the cyclists, that's where the cycling path goes. They do diverge from time to time. Even in Stanley Park, there's sections where the cycling path over between English Bay Beach and Second Beach diverges from the walking path. There's the sign right there for you, Charleston Park. Bit of a shady section here. Charleston Park is a popular park. At this point in time, this just turns into like a grassy little swamp. The soil's loose. You could probably stand on it right now. But in the springtime, it turns into a beautiful pond with waterfowl and everything. And then this is also a popular running route for people who live in the area. We're currently in the neighborhood of Fairview now that we've crossed Cambie Street. We moved into Fairview. We left Mount Pleasant and moved into Fairview once we walked under the Cambie Street Bridge. So we've been in Cambie for a while. Look at all those fat bikes right there. And see, there's a big old dog park here too. A lot of people like to come down this one just because it's so big. If your dog's a runner, lots of room. And then just look at this right here. Just look at that. False Creek, it's all its glory. Cole, you're the first Vancouver live streamer I've come across. Okay, I'll take the compliment, Cole. There has been other Vancouver live streamers, but some of them, like OGW, stick to, don't necessarily come and yeah, they're just not known outside of their diaspora groups and stuff like that. OGW is awesome though. He's got almost like 12,000, probably way more than 12,000 subscribers. That was like last year. It's probably way up there now. He's been live streaming for a while here. There's a lot of Filipino community content. That's what he's told me over texts and messages, chatting on YouTube. And that was almost over a year ago too. So there are a few other streamers. There's also Crispy Jenny, who streams over on Twitch, and there's a few other Twitch and TikTok streamers that are here in Vancouver now. But thank you for the compliment. I have heard that before, and some people are like, you're the first one in Vancouver on YouTube, but not even that. There's been other people who have live streamed before me. So, Unrelaxing Day even dipped their toes into live streaming. And Relaxing Day does long form walking content. It's got a lot of night content too in the downtown core, which is awesome. Is this Stanley Park? No, it's not Stanley Park. This is Charleston Park. We're across the Seawall Path here. Stanley Park would be way down there on the other side of False Creek. False Creek is an inlet from the Pacific Ocean that comes in and splits the west side of Vancouver from the downtown core, being fed by the Pacific Ocean through English Bay. And Jefferson. I love that emoji. It's a great emoji. But they call it False Creek because back in the day, some people came down here and thought it was a creek and then found out it wasn't just a creek. I think I just passed a cycling vlogger. Very cool. Look at the kayakers down below. And it's coming out from underneath the docks there. Right by the seawall here. See one of them pushing off with their paddles. They're just popping out of nowhere. Looks like they're having a good time. Nice to see you. Look at that. See? Lots of recreational options here. So there's two ways. The seawall goes this way. You can also walk along this way. They got like a little interpretive section here with all of these interpretive signs. It also gives you an opportunity to see this right here. This is one of the marinas. This would be the Spruce Harbor Marina. One more shot of those kayakers. There's plenty of places along False Creek where you can rent kayaks. Granville Island is one of them. Though I don't know much more than that. I believe you can rent kayaks over at the paddle center as well, over by Science World. But again, that's something that you folks gotta look into. Because I've been saving up money for a bunch of different things, and one of them is a nice kayak. So, probably one of the foldable ones, like I was nerding out over before. And over here, we're now at Granville Island. It's just across the way here. This is Alder Bay. Over by the Alder Crossing. And there's the Granville Island Bridge. If you see a bridge behind that bridge, that would be the Burrard Street Bridge. And that's the mountain over in West Vancouver. Look at the housing down here. $1 million condos. They weren't always $1 million condos either. So at one point in time, they were cheap and affordable and on an undesirable plot of land. And now they're some of the most desirable properties in all of Vancouver. So can't complain for the people that had the foresight to purchase these places. Though it is nowadays that we do need to develop more. So you can see a new tower going up right in the background there. It's almost done. almost done. So cool. There is Granville Island right there. That would be Ron Bassford Park. It's on the quiet side. And the Pelican Bay Marina, that tiny little sliver of a marina there. And that white building is also part of the hotel that's down here. So you can stay at a hotel right on Granville Island if you want. And this is Alder Bay. And we're between high tide and low tide right now. And high tide's been rising more often in the evening time at this point in time. So the water is probably starting to climb. But again, check that online. If you're down at one of the beach stations with the lifeguards, we'll have a sign outside that shows you what the temperature is, when high and low tides are, and all that type of stuff. I'll keep walking here. We're on the Island Park Walk right now. And we'll be cutting through Sutcliffe Park. Alder Crossing is right on over here. Then Alder Street is just above it. You can head on up. And down here, and this is Alder Bay. There's a little dock down there called Alder Dock. It's a public dock. And this is the steps to Alder Crossing right here. I'll take you up to West 6th Ave. Let's keep walking here. This is Granville Island over here. Something's going on. I see a tent right on over there. You can see, like, this is busy. This is pretty busy. So you can see how, if this is busy, far less people in this city. Because if this was Toronto, there'd be like about 10 times the amount of people over here right now. So such a much smaller city. Look at that view coming out of Alder Bay. Wow. So you can take the Seawall Path here, or over here they call this the Labyrinth Pier. I don't know why. It's supposed to be a piece of public artwork. It's pretty cool. It's just a chill out zone. I just imagine, like, during the 2010 Olympics, which is when it was built for, there was probably a whole bunch of different displays and stuff out here. I can imagine this dock where they do a lot of the rowing as well as canoeing off of, including dragon boats out of the False Creek rowing center here. It's over here on Granville Island. This place is covered with little displays and stuff, or maybe even booths or some kind of race or something. But I can't remember much from... Oh, this is the 2010 Winter Olympics, so probably not. I was thinking a rowing center and stuff like that. No? But anyways, it was created at that point in time, so... Who knows? I must be fooling myself. But definitely, it's also used for... It's a dock. It's a public piece of art. It's just interesting. But yeah, I can still imagine displays for the 2010 Olympics there, because Granville Island had different stuff on it too, all that type of stuff. Vancouver was covered all the way down to Richmond and over to Whistler, and I just sat in Toronto and watched it on TV. So now it's not here. So no, not an expert of that time period. But yeah, it was built for the 2010 Olympics and called the Labyrinth Pier. And you can see that on online. If it's longer than that or I'm incorrect, just put it in the chat and that'll help everyone out. I'm not an expert. Look at the brown-eyed Susans down here. Wow. These are your pre-fall colors coming in. Looks like we can't use the bridge path right now. It is still out. It gets closed down every once in a while. Bridge path is right on over there. Sometimes for repairs, sometimes for different festivals and stuff. And this is Sutcliffe Park we're in. There's a playground down there, so I'm not going to head on down there with the camera. You can see the playground from here. We won't be able to make out any of the kids or anything, so. I can see people just chill out over here in the shade. Definitely a cool place to chill out when it's warm outside. And you want to be outside on the grass. It's also close to right here at Granville Island, so you can just head on over to the island and get some food and other entertainment. Oh, it looks like there's an open house over here. Interesting entrance. Very cool. Let's keep going. I would definitely say, based on Cole's question previously of, is this Stanley Park? And I would say, honest, where we were, Charleston Park, and now we're in Sutcliffe Park. You can see how beautiful these parks are. Sometimes if you don't know, that's a question that you would ask. And even before I lived here, that would be a question I would ask. Is that Stanley Park? That looks like a beautiful park. You know? It's a good question to ask. I'd definitely say Stanley Park, where it is, which is way on over there across Falls Creek. That's an amazing, beautiful park. So you can check the back catalog out to see what Stanley Park looks like, especially from the Seawall Path. We've done a few live streams in and around the seawall. Oh, it's the Vancouver Fringe Festival that's down here right now. Oh, okay, okay. You can see on over here is a little wetland area. Looks like this is one of the areas where ticket holders are entering into. A little band area and more on over here. Very cool. And Fringe will be in and around these buildings here. It's not, yeah, it's a pretty nice park, Jefferson. It's a pretty nice park. Fringe is a movie festival over here. It's good to see, but everyone's in the movie theaters right now. It's nothing like TIFF's going on in Toronto right now. Just a whole lot bigger, but you can see over here we got our own thing, and that's awesome. And I think there's more than just movies here, so you just go check it out if it's your thing. See what it's about. There's a whole bunch of the different stories that are being covered there today. Very cool, very, very cool. And then it looks like there's different bands over here too, so it looks like there's live music as well. Very cool. Very, very cool. And different food trucks in the area. This would be from a red truck on over here. Let's head on over. If you wanted to go further into the Fringe Festival, I bet there's more down in this area and over here. a few more theaters stuff. And then there's a theater on over here, and then there's other theaters over by the market. So we'll head this way. There's a hop on, hop off bus. That'll be the West Coast sightseeing bus right on over there. I'll take you around in different spots for free. Now it looks like God's a Dog, which is a comedy that's playing in shortly over in that theater. Let's keep walking here. And then over here next to the Grand Island Pet Treatery. I love that name. It's a treatery. This is the children's market right on over here. Well, it looks like Granville Island Brewery has done its renovations. It's good to see. And see plenty of people over there chilling out, relaxing, enjoying the patio. And other folks over here just waiting to get on it. Cool. Yeah, in every stage it seems like there's a Fringe Festival. So the Improv Center's got more of the Fringe Festival. Granville Island's a logical place to do that. So come on down, check out the Fringe Festival. Find out what it's about. I thought it was just about movies, but it's movies and music and a whole bunch of stuff. So cool. Guess I'll learn more as I keep moving. Here we're in Durham Low Street. Also got your regular Granville Island group over here. Jimmy Brown is saying Powderade, Gatorade. Yeah, I could go for some coffee, man. I'd go for a Hong Kong style iced coffee right now. It's warm out. Or a nice iced Vietnamese coffee. Oh, those are so good. On Durham Low Street. Walking on the main shopping drag on over here. Lots of different tourist shops and stores in here. Those restaurants. And stores like the Bear and Raven right here, where you find indigenous designs right here. You can just stock your shop with different designs from indigenous design, which does have the proceeds from their wares going back to the artists. On over here is the lobster shop and the lobster man. So you get your lobster rolls. Jefferson's asking Jerome, do you have a car? No, I don't have a car. I got a driver's license, don't have a car. I'm not really a driver. Know how to drive, but yeah, no, I'm not a driver. Public transit here in our larger Canadian cities is adequate enough to get around to where you need to go. A car can be a bit of a hassle in bigger cities, especially when you're coming from a city like Toronto, where you have to pay for not only your car and the maintenance of your car and gasoline, but also parking spaces. Jefferson's like, you only ride bicycle? No, I don't really ride bicycle either. I just kind of get around on my feet and...
Maybe that way.
Just crossing Durham Low here. We're heading on over to the market. And just get around on my feet in public transit. But take all different forms of transit. Everything from your sky trains to your buses to your ferries. All that type of stuff. So yeah, definitely something to see. Just gonna let this guy through first. Let's keep going. Once in a while, I gotta drive the truck for work, but that's far and few between. That's about it. Otherwise, I'm getting the ride. Or I'm keep going here in the food court area over here at the Granville Island Market that we just walked into here. Lots of different food items. How about a motorcycle? No, can't public transit. Over here is pizzazz. Just saying it, your pizza, gelato, delicious gelato, and more. And there's just a whole bunch of other restaurants on over here. Really got to watch some of these restaurants just prepare their stuff. Don't necessarily have it just out open on the counter for you. So it doesn't look like much, and then you get your meal and you're like, oh my gosh, and that looks amazing. Passing Celine's. Then you can sit in here. That's all public seating there. That's not just Blue Parrot Coffee's area. Turn the corner here. Head on back the other way. I'll head on into the larger parts of the market for you. Head out this way. This will take you to another section of the food court on over here. And then out here is the eating area. Jefferson's like ice cream. Yeah, ice cream is awesome. Oh wow, look at this. They got this whole lake area blocked off right now. That's interesting. And probably for the Fringe Festival. Probably got some nighttime events here. Here's some of the picnic tables out here. People just chowing down. And over here's the Market Grill, Alamond, Laurel's Fine Foods, the Stock Market, and the Epicurean. There's Laurel's Fine Foods right there for you. They'll prepare stuff for you, or you can have it takeaway. They got sweets and savories. Over here is the Market Grill. This is your burger joint. They do have a sit-down section just out there. So just ask them about it. They'll point you in the direction. Of course, you got lots of different artisans that are in the area too. And the stock market, that's where you get your food, your soup. They do soup. And then Alamond over here, they do a mix of stuff, but they specialize in chowders. That's their jam. Definitely check out their chowder and stuff, it's delicious. And Epicurean, which is a roastier, they got roasted stuff. They also got a pile of different sandwiches you can get, and they'll press them for you too. Cool, eh? We tried the macaroons over here when one of the owners was closing shop. They're delicious. Got everything from maple caramel to taro with lilac and violet. I'm just like, wow, they just mix flavors together. And of course, macaroons are on sale over here too at Stewart's Quality Baked Goods. And Tenderloin Meats is on the other side there for you. You know, one of your local butcher shops in the area. Got everything from pre-marinated to not marinated. And they'll even make your cuts for you if you need to. So line over here for JJ Bean.
I'll let him know. Thank you.
Like this right here, JJ Bean Coffee Shop. Vancouver, right? Love it. Over here at Sunlight Farms, where all this produce is. And then right against the wall, we'll pass Seafood City. We got fresh crabs and even lobster, and then just fish, and salmon. You can get a whole fish, an octopus, a whole bunch of stuff here. Expensive tuna. Some of it's affordable. It's a traffic jam here. They're moving some vegetables. Head on down this way. More of the shops that are in here and the vendors markets. And then if you want donuts, this is the place to come for donuts right here. These donuts right there, check that place out. A local institution. You can check them out now though over in the post office over at Homer in West Georgia, and you can also check them out over in Gastown. They got a Gastown location. And if you are down in Richmond along the waterfront, they got a location in Richmond now along the waterfront too. So lots of options for these donuts these days. And there's other shops that are popping up too. Sometimes just popping up, like at the Granville Street Market. So packed in here. So packed. Let's turn right here. Look at this. Beagles. Look at that. They're making the bagels right there in the back. You got the long stick just working them on there. And you can get like different types of bagels here. Even like you know, a lox and cream cheese and stuff like that. So cool. And back out into the picnic area. Head on this way. See how busy it is on over here. All the different people chilling out today. Over here on the docks. Alright, you can see one of the yachts coming in the public dock here. Let's keep walking here. Got a cool busker playing a great song in the background there. He also does French music. Very cool. We do have a French diaspora group over here in Vancouver. And predominantly over in the Kitsilano neighborhood and the West Point Grey neighborhood. If you know more neighborhoods there, you can just point it out. Educate everyone. You try to get them all on the dock. Come on. Cole's asking Jerome, did you grow up in Vancouver? Nope. I grew up in Toronto. And you can hear from how I say Toronto too. I don't say it like the man from Toronto said it, which is a big thing in Toronto. Look at this. They're going downtown. This is it goes to the Yaletown Dock and David Lamb Park. This line's packed. I'm going to Hornby Street. And that one I'll just be able to line up in the line and get on, no problem. There's a sea bus right there. Who knows where they're heading? Look at that line right there. Wow, that's a lot of people. The Hornby Street line right here is far less. Awesome. Anyways, folks, I'm going to finish up over here. Look at that. This guy is tearing away. So anyways, thanks for coming along today. And just remember to share, like, and subscribe. And of course, if you want to donate to the channel, you can hit that $ sign during any of the live streams. You can send me a super chat or a super sticker. And if you hit the heart sign with $1 afterwards, you can send me a super thanks. And those are all ways that you can support the channel. So thanks for coming out today and hit that like button. Talk to you later, folks. Have a good day. Hit that like button.